Welcome in. It is Clear Picture Financial. Your host is Jason Noble. He's right there. I'm Morgan Patrick, consumer advocate. Where can you find Jason in the Charleston market? Prime Capital Investment Advisors, the power behind the program. He's a fiduciary advisor, holds his FINRA Series 66 securities registration, certified financial planner, and retirement income certified professional with 18 plus years in the financial arena, helping his clients get ready for their retirement. All right, folks, it is always about retirement. But here's the really neat thing about this show. We give you an opportunity to get on the calendar with Jason and his team and talk about your retirement situation. No cost, no obligation, no pressure. We'll tell you about that as we move through the program. But I tell you, let's get started. So there are millions of searches, millions and millions of searches online for all these different subjects. But when it comes to financial planning, people are very interested. They're searching for a lot of different things. So we decided to take some matters into our own hands and create a list of some of the top questions being searched online when it comes to financial advisors. So we consulted, the Google and DuckDuckGo. There are a lot of search engines, but these are the ones that came back, Jason, and we're going to get your thoughts on them. So first question, and it's kind of a combo. What is a financial advisor / what can a financial advisor do for me?
Well, I'll say this. Well, a financial advisor helps you create and grow your wealth to achieve financial independence. That's what it's about, financial independence. And financial advisors can help you build a plan for a financial future by utilizing a variety of financial tools to help reach your desired outcome throughout your career and your retirement throughout your life. And that's so important.
Again, these questions coming in on the search engines, people are very concerned. It's a very uncertain time. They're looking at, the bigger picture. They've got retirement. It's out there, and it might be sooner for you, might be a little bit later, but people are concerned, and they're putting these questions into the search engines, and we're talking about them today here on Clear Picture Financial. So, next question, what financial advisor should I use? That's a question that's typed in often.
Well, there's two types of financial advisors about what kind of standards they're held to. You have the fiduciary standard and the suitability standard. A fiduciary is a person or business with a legal obligation to behave in the best interest of the clients. And that's the route that I think you should really consider going, because essentially a fiduciary financial advisor are required to only recommend investments and other financial planning options that best suits their clients' needs and their financial well-being.
I tell you, when you think about it, so much goes into your retirement. Having that plan, having that ease of mind, knowing you're working with a fiduciary. But this is an interesting segment because so many people are typing in these questions. So we're getting to them today. So what is a financial advisor? What can a financial advisor do for me? And then, what financial advisor should I use? Another question that's typed in quite often. And here's one that we talk about, when we open up the appointments at your office, but what do you bring for that initial visit when you meet with that advisor? What should you bring with you?
Well, if you have a partner, be sure to invite them to come along. You both need...
Very important.
Yes.
Very important.
Absolutely, Morgan. You both need to be involved to get a clear and comprehensive financial plan and a clear picture, right? But bring a pen and paper as well, as you may want to jot down questions or take a few notes. And the other thing I will definitely say is you could bring in your financial statements, your bank statements, your brokerage accounts, all those other statements that you may have, insurance statements. But I want you to watch what the advisor does. If they take that information and put it off to the side and focus on that initial conversation, getting to know you, your story, and the story of your money in the background, that's a good sign. If they just start diving right into the numbers and start showing you what they think that they could do different or better, then they're only focusing on the money and how they get paid and not your experience.
Tell you, search engines, people are looking for answers to a lot of different questions in life. And one of the big questions that's going to be at the end of your game is how are you handling retirement? How do you go about it? So many of you out there are sitting on portfolios, but you don't have a plan. This is an opportunity. You're listening to this show to grab one of the appointments we'll make available. No cost, no obligation, no pressure. And you can ask these questions in person of Jason, and you can get those answers, and you can get that ease of mind we talk about when it comes to retirement planning. So search engine, you're typing it in, questions about retirement, questions about financial advisors. So what is a financial advisor? What can a financial advisor do for me? What financial advisor should I use? These are all questions that are coming in. And what do I bring with me to that first meeting? So here's the next question. How much should I pay to meet with a financial advisor?
Well, I'll say in the initial search process, you shouldn't pay anything to really sit down and ask an advisor what they could do for you. You are, in essence, interviewing these advisors, and they should be willing to meet with you to discuss their qualifications, answer your initial questions, and explain how they are compensated.
Well, and that's the next question. So beyond that first meeting, let's say it is complimentary, right? Beyond that, how are these advisors paid?
Well, there's 3 ways that advisors get paid in the industry. You have fee-based, fee-only, and you have commission-only. So when it comes to the pros and cons of each one of them, it really depends on what type of relationship you want to have with those advisors. Mm-hmm. In all situations, the advisor should outline what the fees that you're paying, how they are compensated, and that could be different, what you pay and how they're compensated, and are there any additional fees or costs associated with their recommendations. If they were to get a commission for their recommendation, do they show you their commission schedule? If not, this is a concern. At the end of the day, how an advisor is paid will determine their actions. So this is important to know before working with any advisor.
And remember this too, folks, it's your money. This is your retirement. You can ask questions. And if you don't get the answers back that you're comfortable with, that's when you put on your running shoes and you hit the door, right? We're talking about, again, search engines. I mean, these are things that people are using on a daily basis for a lot of different avenues. And right now we're talking about just questions that are coming in about financial advisors. What advisor should I use? Which one should I select? How do I select? What do I need to bring with me that first meeting? And beyond that first complimentary meeting that most will get, how are advisors paid? These are all questions that are typed into the engines, the search engines out there. And so we're going over them today, and Jason's absolutely crushing it, hitting it out of the park. So here's the next question for you, Jason. Do financial advisors, and again, these are typed into search engines, do financial advisors manage all of your finances for you?
Well, a financial advisor's duties can extend beyond simply placing trades for their clients in the financial markets. Financial advisors typically assess and creating an individualized financial retirement plan designed to help their clients reach their overall financial objectives. And they're doing this by using their own knowledge, wisdom, and experience. These plans typically cover retirement planning, investments, budgeting, tax planning, insurance, Social Security planning, savings, legacy analysis, and can really vary depending on your goals and objectives. The thing that I want listeners to take away from that part is if the advisor comes to you and says, give me your money, good luck with everything else, be wary there, right? You want someone, I'm not going to tell you what you want, Morgan, or anyone else, but I would really strongly encourage you that you work with a person that looks at the entire wealth plan and not just one snippet of it.
Tell you, there's so many options when it comes to retirement planning. Make sure you're having this conversation with whomever you're working with. And if you're not having the conversation, maybe it's time for that second opinion. If you're making that selection as far as, the advisor that you're going to be using, I mean, these are questions you really need to kind of take to heart and ask. So, having a search engine is a fantastic thing. You can go down the rabbit hole on so many different subjects. And we're talking about just financial advisors and the questions that are searched about financial advising. So here's the next one. Why is a financial advisor better than a robo-advisor?
Well, a financial advisor helps you think through the options and offers suggestions for how best to put your money to work when you reach your personal financial goals. And you see that I keep on going back to that, right? It's about your and your own personal financial unique goals. A robo-advisor is free for the most part. They usually have like a discounted type of fee schedule, but you get what you pay for with that. Now, what they can do is provide convenience and be cheap. It's a hands-off investment management approach. Now, I did work at a firm that if you had under a certain amount of assets, get this, it was under 2 million. We had a robo-based advisory solution. If you had over 2 million, then you could customize it. There's a reason why I don't work there anymore, because I believe you should be able to customize all different facets of someone's financial plan. Okay. But the problem that I would face when I was trying to make a tactical adjustment with someone, I would go and say, hey, we need to be able to make this adjustment because of their particular situation. And we were not able to do it because of the being a robo advice in the background. Isn't that something that was interesting? So now I'm able to customize it, and I don't have anyone in our back office going, no, we can't do it for these reasons. When I go to the chief investment officer here and I say, I want to customize this approach for this couple, and here are the reasons why, right, they're working with me to determine how best to go about adopting that, and not saying, well, no, it doesn't fit into our algorithms. That is not who you want to be managing your money's algorithms.
I mean, it's an important time in your life. You're getting ready for retirement. You're planning for retirement. It takes time, folks. You need to have a customized plan. Jason Noble is our host, Clear Picture Financial, the program you're tuned to. I'm Morgan Patrick, consumer advocate. We're about to open up spots on the calendar with Jason and his team, and this is an opportunity for you to come in and talk about your retirement situation. Again, we're very close to offering those up. Last one we have time for, and we'll make it really quick. These are questions typed into search engines all the time about financial advice. How important is it to have a financial advisor?
I could be biased on this answer because
you can. Right? Very important, right?
The impact I've seen that I made on my clients' lives over time is the answer to that question. I can't tell anyone that's listening right now the importance of having a financial advisor until I have a meeting with them to see if I can put them in a better situation. And I got to say this, like anyone that you're listening to, if they're like, oh, I have all the answers to every single question, and I know everything about everything, you're not going to get that with me, because I have a culture of continual learning, and I learn something new every day. Morgan, I learned something new this morning.
There you go. That's what it's all about. And now's an opportunity to get together with Jason and his team. We have, again, 10 positions total for the show. What's going to happen for these 10 callers?
Yeah, listeners, you just heard the questions that are most searched online. Well, now this is time for you to take some action. Be proactive and not reactive to this current market that we're in right now. Take that first step by calling and speaking to one of our specialists. They'll help you schedule what we call a core values meeting. This is where we get to know your story, the story of your money, and any concerns that you have right now. Then we'll review your portfolio using a risk-first approach, review your taxes, estate plan, and your retirement income strategies. We want to put a peace of mind to your wealth plan for the rest of your life, providing a clear picture analysis. Now, this review is complimentary for the next 10 callers, but you must be proactive and take action now.
All right, here's the number, 843-743-2926. That's 843-743-2926, or you can text NOBLE, N-O-B-L-E, to 600-700.